Hello guys, as you know, I'm Server Khan and I'm going to take you through Bugzilla tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to focus on field values and custom values. We're going to have a look at adding values to the existing fields, creating a custom field, reporting a bug using custom fields. Let's go back to the application. I'm inside my administration section and then field values. This is the list of the fields that we have. I'm going to add a new field value to the field hardware. Here, click on add to add a new value. I'm going to add mobile because nowadays a lot of mobile applications are there. We have a sort key and sort key can be as per the numbers. It can be 1 2 3, it can be 0 0 0 1 or maybe 200 200. So it will be sorting the list as per the lower number to the higher number. So let's go back and see what are the sorting values it has. You can see it started with 100 200 300 and 400. I will give the value as 500 and click on add. Let's add one more field. One more value to the hardware field. It can be tablet and give the value as 600 and click on add. So we have added values to the field hardware. Let's go back to the administration section again. Field values. We have status. So we have status as unconfirmed, confirmed, in progress, resolved and verified. How I want to configure it, I want to see a value at the beginning of the bug as unassigned. That means when somebody is filing a bug, instead of saying as unconfirmed, I want a value as unassigned because that is what my nomenclature here in my organization. So I will follow is something as unassigned. I will add a value here. It has to be open because unassigned status should be open. Then what I want to do is I see another version field which says as verified. So what I want to do is I will change this label verified to something else. I want to make it as delivered. Let's save. One thing that we can note, the cases were on caps here and I ended up using the small letters. We can change it. I'm changing for unassigned value also. Okay. This is the way you can always add a value to the existing fields. Remember, if you want to add a value to the existing fields, you have to come to the administration section and then field values. If you want to add any other fields, you can always set it here. Let me show you how it looks like into your bug filing field. I'll show you. So the status you cannot see, but yes, you can see the environment related that we changed. We changed the hardware where we added a new field. You can see it says mobile and tablet because these are two values which we added to the field hardware. Let's look at custom fields now. Click on custom fields. Let's click on add new custom field. You have to give a name, and remember it always starts cf underscore, meaning Bugzilla is identifying that that is something a custom field. I'm saying here a new custom field which I really wanted. I want something which is passed by QA testing. So what you can do is you can mention this. Then what type of data that you're expecting? You're expecting as free text, multiple selection box, integer, date, bug ID, large text box, drop down, or date type. Let's say as drop down. You can start with 100 because this is my first custom field. You can put a long description here. So I'm saying as mentioned, if the selected bug has passed QA testing, then can be set on bug creation. Doesn't make any sense because while creating filing a bug or creating a bug, that time nobody knows if that bug is going to be tested by QA or not, because that may be sometime as per the priority of the bug. So we will see it in some time. So I'm saying it's mandatory because I'm not looking something which is optional. So let's say it is as mandatory. You can mark it as, let's say, as can be set so that we can see while reporting the bug, because sometimes if the bug is going to be a very high priority bug or maybe a very critical which has a high severity, you can decide, I mean the person who's filing the bug can also decide whether it has to be tested by QA or not, because sometimes it happens the support team or the reporter who is reporting the bug, they are responsible to mention that if that particular bug requires QA testing, because they are the people who knows severity and what should be the priority. Then here it says field values appears when is set of any. So what happens is you can also control which condition that field should be visible. So let's see it here. We have classification, product, platform, OS, and everything. I would say mark it as status, and in case if that particular bug is resolved, then this may be something which is we are looking for. Let's try how it works. I'm saying create. Let's go back to the bug filing form and see if that option we can see it here. It shouldn't be, because we selected that status should be coming when somebody selecting the status as resolved. So that is not visible. Let's do one thing. We can search for a bug. that we already filed, and then from that we'll be able to make it out. I'm doing a blank search, so whatever bug is there, it will list. Normally you can always search with the keyword. So I have this one bug which we filed in my previous tutorial. Let's see what happens. So we don't see that field which we created because we wanted to see it when the status of the bug was as resolved. As of now, it's confirmed. Let's say resolved. Then you see the moment we selected, the next field is automatically populated. However, we are looking for a different. So this is something status related. We will see it when we look for workflow and resolution. And we were looking for our custom field which we created. Okay, fast QA testing. So as of now, it's coming as black drop down. Why? Because we did not add any value to it. So say past QA testing, either it should be yes or it should be no. Let's go back to the administration section. Field values. You can see our new field which we created as past QA testing. Click on that. I'm saying yes and value starting with 100. Next value we should say no. Okay, let's go back to the search. Search for the bug that we wanted to look at. So that bug had a keyword as dynamic. I will search for that. You can also do a search by going to the search and a blank search for whatever bug you're looking for. However, the quick search option here is let's go search, which you know you can do like it was a dynamic keyword which I had created earlier, meaning dynamic keyword was there in the description of the bug. I'm searching with that name and it should list one bug. Yes, you can click on ID or you can click on the summary so that it lets you edit that particular bug. To be able to see, we need to change the status to resolved. Now, if you go back here, you see fast QA testing. I want to say yes. Here, I need to add a comment, what is resolved. You can put an appropriate comment. I'm saying issue resolved and QA certification is available. I'm saying save changes. Okay. Change submitted for bug 1 and the bug 1 is now marked as closed. Which means I have selected a resolved and the resolved status in the system is defined as closed. You remember when we were adding the values, the custom fields, there was an option for whether it is closed or open. So this is the result and you have this value. I am back to the custom field screen to show you one more option. We have one more option which says field that controls the values that appear in this field. So based on what you select, and then your field will be appear when you select the other field, meaning it's like a dependency that you can create. So we created as of now we created a custom field which was past QA testing. You can set that basis severity or priority that you want, and accordingly that option will be visible. If the person is selecting any priority, then only the next option, that is past QA testing, will be available to the users. I would like to add one thing. uh, I chose an option can be set on bug creation. I made that as mandatory. I also gave an example that we are selecting past QA testing only when it is resolved, and then we are also setting that field while the user is filing a bug. So this is something I have shown you the scenarios so that I can show you that option visible in the bug filing screen or while editing a bug. However, as per your requirement, whatever field that you want to create and whatever options that you want to let the user to do, that you can show. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Please like and subscribe.